and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. Going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to throw it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, and another incompletion. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Trying for a fourth down completion. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Longhorns have first and 10 here. The secondary backed up off the ball now. He's moving out of the pocket. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. This Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's third and short. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The back's got it. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Longhorns trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness. Someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Makes a quick grab. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. He dropped.
Keep everything in front of you. Force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your littler slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Young. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart with the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Back to pass. It's Milroe. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
This should be the last play of the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back. It's Manning. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in the third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing second and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Texas. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Tight end goes in motion. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the back gets the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go now. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw, caught over the middle. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Bringing pressure. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Helm. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Grab down the middle. It's Helm. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
second down play coming up for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback on fire today. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Steps out at the 21-yard line. Tried to make something happen on the return. Cost himself 4 yards. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Texas. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Milroe. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. One more play before they head to the locker room. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Here's the second down play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Young. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throw to the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers did not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
2nd and long now at the 17. They'll run it here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looking to scramble. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
And this pass is caught, tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Keeps it from the designed run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
To throw, it's Milroe. Intercepted in the end zone. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. And midfield.
Well, and that play ends in a complete disaster for the offense. A fumble on a 2-point conversion. Have to protect the ball much better than that.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. This is the 6th play on the drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Lets it go quickly. He fires this throw, it is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? To throw, it's Milroe. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Looking for some space. It's Miller. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep shot caught right at the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who works his way wide open. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back to throw again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Got a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Play action here on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Manning. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's picked off in the end zone. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game